Hello witchy people. I apologise beforehand if you see anything strange coming up the top of my head. It's my cat behind me. She's playing. This is Kitty Belle. Kitty. And every now and then her tail sort of comes up and you can see it behind my head. Okay. So tonight, as the case may be, I am talking about gathering the storm. Now, when I'm talking about storms, I am talking about storms. Rainstorms, thunderstorms, snowstorms. I can see the cat that way. Snowstorms, sunstorms, like a heat wave, fog storms, so like a fog bank, that sort of thing. So we're talking not just like a little rainy day, you know, sort of a little rain shower or a bit of mist. We're talking quite severe weather, not extreme weather, but severe weather. So you can call it gathering the weather if you like. We call it gathering the storm. So no matter who you are, where you live, or what path you follow, weather plays an important part in everyone's lives. Mother Nature can be life-giving or total destruction, and shades of all sorts in between. So of course in more modern times we don't fear the weather like we used to. We're protected by our modern homes, and we're forewarned by scientists on what we can expect from day to day, from one day to the next, and meteorologists predict rain and storms and weather fronts and cold snaps and heat waves, so we can prepare for this bad weather. But what we can also do is take advantage of that weather and use its power for our own magic and for our own magical purposes. There goes the cat. The dog's in here as well. Okay, so Kitty Belle, which is my kitty cat you just seen, she and I do absolutely love a good thunderstorm. A bit of thunder and lightning, and we sit by an open window and watch as these bolts of lightning flash across the land. We've had some real doozies here as well, where we've had five thunderstorms going on all around the house, and no matter what window you looked out of you could see something. And when these really heavy storms lash about around us, and you know, you can watch this amazing spectacle, this amazing show that's being put on. And if you're really lucky, during the storm and even before the storm, you can feel that electrical charge in the air, that electrical build-up, and you can gather that energy. Now, I don't suggest standing in the middle of a lightning storm, you know, because it may be a rare occurrence, but whilst there's flashes going on above my head, I don't want to be hit by a bolt of lightning. So I'm not suggesting you stand out directly underneath a thunderstorm or a lightning storm. But I do enjoy that feeling of nature's power all around me. So you can look out at this raging storm, and when lightning strikes, even if it's blanket lightning or sheet lightning or a fork of lightning coming down, I like to imagine that as that power comes down, it's coming towards me, not in a harmful way, but I'm drawing some of that energy towards me and gathering some of that energy, whether it by will, by breath, by imagination. And that power that is drawn can be used to intensify any spell. Now that goes for virtually any kind of weather, but thunder and lightning storms obviously especially are really good for intensifying and making a spell more powerful. A really good blustery day is a really good gale. not anything too severe. You know, blustery days, they're really good fun too. You know, I like a good blustery day. And, you know, a howling wind, it's sometimes harder to incorporate into a spell because you can't see the wind. You can see its effect upon the land and on the earth, but you can't actually see the wind. So you have to use your imagination a little bit more. So imagine a spell where the billowing wind can only help. So the binding spell that's strengthened by the whirling and the twisting of the wind and the violent air around you. Or a return of hex or curse spell where the wind, you know, carries that curse back. The curse or the hex rides on the wind back to wherever it came from. So you're strengthening that return. Or summoning and even attracting. You can imagine a spell being made stronger by the force of a gale blowing what you want or what you need towards you and for you. So that's wind. How about fog? Now, I'm not talking about a little bit of mist here. I am talking really dense fog. I love fog. You know, it's like this shroud of moisture and mystery that, you know, clouds your view and dulls sounds around you, and it's really good for keeping secrets. It's like the earth is keeping secrets. So you can sort of incorporate this weather into spells for keeping secrets or revealing secrets, revealing hidden things, keeping secrets. It's also really useful for ghost and spirit spells. So with ghost and spirit spells, communicating with the past and other realms. You think of the fog as a veil or a blanket where the realms and worlds are, they almost collide and they intertwine, which makes it easier to communicate with those other realms. So we've covered storms and gales and dense fog. So an easy one, rain. So if you've got a really bad rainstorm, put some small, like a jar or something outside and gather some rain. We all know that rainwater is really, really lovely for purification. It's a lovely cleansing medium. And when I was a little girl, when we used to have quite a heavy rainfall, my mum used to bundle us all up and we used to go outside and we used to talk or sing to the rain. And if you had any problems or woes, you know, and fears, anything that we felt like was holding us back and causing us fears, we would sing it or tell it to the rain, and then we would imagine the rain just washing them away, so washing away our troubles and washing away our woes. So it is the rain. You use rainfall for these spells regarding purification and cleansing and healing and unburdening. Now, ice and snow is kind of weird. I have like this dual thing going on with ice and snow. I used to hate it in one sense because my dad was a driver, so I was always worried about what kind of road conditions there were. But you also have to be in awe of the beauty that is snow and ice. So both ice and snow are wonderful and amazing for any spellwork concerning transformation because they transform the land. And they change the landscape. So anything to do with transformation and change. And obviously you can still gather snow water and you can freeze it, keep it frozen. So the snow and the ice, it transforms the landscape. It softens the edges of the landscape and makes things seem a little bit differently. Snow specifically is incredibly good for purification. And if you think about snowflakes are incredibly complex. So snow is good for unconfusing things, getting through something for really complex problems. So it's good for that. Ice, on the other hand, is slightly different. If you look at ice as it's on your window or on a leaf or on a tree or even on the pavement, you can see this like these cold fingers tracing this delicate lacy pattern across the surface of almost anything. It's dangerous, but it is incredibly, incredibly beautiful. And in these times of when it's really icy, you cast spells concerning creativity and art, because it's quite a beautiful thing. You think about how amazing, beautiful, it's almost like the ice is drawing pictures for you, and it's creating this beautiful lace effect. So you use it in creativity and for bettering yourself. And now for one of my worst ones, heat waves. Oh, sunstorms, if you like. Heat waves. Now, I am an autumn and winter lover myself. A heat wave is definitely not my favourite kind of weather. It makes me feel as though my energy is being sapped. Whereas many people can feel like it's very energy giving. They feel revitalised when it's really, really hot and sunny. It just makes me lazy. So a lot of people feel that they can use these extreme hot days for magic concerning any kind of growth, family, business, wealth, anything to do with growing and bettering yourself. Strength is another one. It's good for strength. But like I said, I just feel like it saps my energy. It just makes me feel lethargic and unable to function properly. So during these times I use, in this extreme heat, I do keep myself in the shade. And it's easy to cast spells for the harsh uncovering of something. If you want to bring something to light, to reveal something, it's good for those, shedding light on a situation, sunshine. So don't misunderstand me. I love a good sunny day. I just don't, I'm talking about extremes here. I don't like heat waves and other unbearable weather conditions. So that's gathering the storm. That's using weather in your spell work to enhance it almost, to make it easier. But like I said, thunder and lightning storm has got to be one of the absolute most amazing, best storms there is. Except for fog. I do like a good fog, dense fog bank, a bit of a pea super. But that is what I call gathering the storm. Using the weather, extreme weather, not extreme weather, but harsh weather, to, instead of being fearful of it or worried about it, using it to your advantage and to increase the power of your spells. And that is this HedgeWitch's view. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay witchy. Have fun. Bye for now.